So you probably do a lot of searching on YouTube about what business can you start that's going to be the most successful, that's going to get you the most results the fastest, that's going to really be able to finally give you the freedom that you've been looking for. And ultimately on YouTube, you probably come across a few main things, right? And they're usually the trendy things, okay? E-commerce, so selling products online or digital products online or just e-commerce in general, maybe trading, maybe online trading, crypto trading, forex trading, maybe SMMA, right? Just to name a few. Here's the problem, right? And this is what I want to talk about in this video. You probably see from the title. You need to stop chasing the trends. Because here's the thing, and this is coming from someone who has done e-commerce or who's been involved in e-commerce for like the last 7 or 8 years, right? Since around 2016 was when I first started. I ran e-commerce myself. And being around the YouTube space and being a business owner myself, I stepped away from e-commerce, right? At least doing e-commerce myself. And here's what I've learned, and especially with working and talking to people who want to start businesses every single day, this is what I've learned. You need to stop chasing trends. You need to stop chasing the business trends of, let's go for the instance of e-commerce. And here's why. For one, it probably hasn't worked out for you a lot of the time. Maybe you tried dropshipping, okay, maybe it's Amazon, maybe you've tried just selling some kind of physical product online. And here's the thing, it's not that the businesses don't work. They work, you can make money from them. But the reason why they haven't worked for you, more than likely, is that they don't align with your passions. They don't align with your goals. They don't align with who you are. You're just trying to start these businesses to make a quick buck. And if you want to become a business owner, that's not the right line of thinking you should be going with. If you come into business with the idea that you're going to really just start making a bunch, like a shit ton of money, and just really going to make it, right? Just because you start a business, that's a wrong way of thinking. Okay, if you just want to earn money and you just want to sort of have something where you've got a set amount of money, coming in each week, and you can just do what you want when you're not working, just get a job. Just get a normal job. There's nothing wrong with getting a higher paying job. Just do that. With business, it's a long-term game. It is a lifestyle, right? You become a business owner because you want freedom. You want to become a business owner because you want freedom. Now, the payoff to freedom is working a ridiculous amount of hours, especially in the beginning, to give yourself the freedom. I'm okay with working nights, working weekends, so that I don't have to wake up to an alarm, so that I don't have to go to a boss and say, yes, boss, or no, boss, yes, I'll get that right away, boss. Oh, sorry, I can't go on a toilet break? Okay, cool. I'll do that in my own time then. Like, I don't want to do that. But the payoff, what I need to do to get that is, okay, I need to stay up, right? There's a lot of nights where I'm working 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 p.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., but it doesn't matter to me because it's what I love. Now, to relate this back to e-commerce, a lot of the time you don't love e-commerce. Okay, do you love the idea of selling products? Do you love the idea of, I'm going to find a winner product, I'm going to launch my store, and I just love selling physical products so much, like it's just what I want to do for life? Or do you just start the business because you like the idea of the freedom that it can give you? Maybe it's the latter. So if that's the case, you need to start a business that you enjoy. Now, how do you do that? How do you start a business that gives you freedom and you actually enjoy? Because that's the answer to having a business that you're going to put in 100% effort and grow long term, and it's going to give you the freedom that you want. So you need to start a business that's surrounding your passion. Now, what am I talking about here? What you need to do is find a way to combine your passion, your knowledge, your expertise, package all that up, okay, and start a business out of that. Now, how do you do that? So one way that I've seen that works really, really well is starting some form of service-based business. Now, I'm not talking about social media marketing. I'm not talking about doing advertising for different people. What I'm talking about is using what you know, the skills that you have, that you've either developed over time, something you're good at, something you've achieved in your life, something that you really love. You got to package that up because that's going to be the driving factor of how you're going to start a business and put in the effort required to grow it beyond just a side hustle. Get it to the point where it becomes that place of freedom for you, because that is possible. But you need to start, your core value for your business needs to start with something that you really enjoy, that you're really passionate about, okay? If you're just starting e-commerce or just some other kind of business just for the sake of it, it's not going to work. Okay, if you're just starting e-commerce because that's the business that people seem to become rich with, wrong way of thinking. Now, a lot of the time these days, I actually don't work with a lot of people who are involved with e-commerce or have the whole idea of e-commerce, because for some reason, a lot of people that are involved with e-commerce have this idea that they want to make a quick buck. A lot of the time, people come to me and they say, hey, Jack, I want to start this e-commerce business. How many hours can I put into it? Or how many hours do I need to put into it each week in order for it to become successful? And I'm like, bro, you're thinking of it like a job. It's a business. You can't think of it like a job. There's no X amount of hours that you put in and then it churns out some money like a machine. It's a business. Okay, how long is a piece of string? How successful do you want it to be? How much are you willing to sacrifice? So that's why I'm thinking about e-commerce, and I see all these people that have started e-commerce or these other sort of popular business models, and they haven't worked for them because they're just starting it because everyone else is starting it. They're not starting it out of passion. So back to my other point. What kind of business can you start surrounding your passion? I would suggest a service-based business. And what I mean by service-based, in my case, what's worked for me, what's generated me hundreds of thousands, right, is starting a service-based business around something you enjoy, but at a high-ticket price point. So these are some of the people that I've worked with. I'm going to give some real-world examples here. One example I can give is one of my clients who is actually an engineer, okay? He really enjoys engineering. Okay, he loves the 3D modeling that comes with engineering. He loves the idea of engineering. He loves the mathematics around it. He loves engineering as a whole, right? But he didn't want to be stuck just being capped at what he earned from his regular job. So what has he done? He's taken his knowledge and skills that he's learned from engineering and his passion, okay, just involving engineering. He started a business out of that. Now, what business did he start? He started helping entry-level engineers to further themselves in their career. And what he was able to do with his particular offer, with basically his high ticket offer that he had for his business, is he helped these entry-level engineers to further themselves in their career and do what usually takes years. He's able to help them do it in 6 months or so. That's a really great offer. Now, not only that, 1, he's able to charge thousands for it. 2, he's working in his passion. 3, he's really good at it. And 4, it makes for a great foundation for a business. Now, since he started this business, he started it back in June. Okay, he's done something like around 40,000 or so, 40,000 plus, right? In his first year, never started a business. He just uses what he knows. Now, why am I using this as an example? It's because my client, and I'll name him. His name's Hesh. He started the business from the foundation of his passion. And why does that matter? Now, Hesh could have gone and started dropshipping. He could have gone and started SMMA or started selling on Amazon or just started some random e-commerce business with the goal of becoming free, right? But it doesn't align with what he's wanting to do. He wants a business that he loves that can give him freedom. He doesn't love the idea of just selling products online, okay? He loves the idea of business, starting his own business for the freedom that comes along with it. But if you don't love the idea of the foundation of that business, then you're not going to get there. You're not going to push when it comes hard, okay? When it gets to that point where it's really, really hard. And I see it time and time again. These people want to start these e-commerce businesses. The first road bump they hit, they're like, oh, well, that's it. It's not for me, okay? Because they don't love the idea of it. They're not passionate about it. So what can you do to start this business that's going to give you freedom? What have I done? Okay, I've started a high ticket, let's call it a high ticket service-based business, okay? Service-based business where you have a high ticket offer. How do you know what to offer? Right, we'll run through this really quickly. How do you know what to offer? You got to have at least one of these 3 things. Something you're passionate about, something you're very knowledgeable in, or something you're good at. And if you want to add a 4th one in there, something that you've achieved, okay? So it could even be you losing weight. If you're passionate about that, then even better. It means you can help people. You have experience in losing weight, you are really passionate about it, and you know how to help people with it. That is a really good foundation in the business, okay? So for me, mine was helping others with e-commerce, right? Because I really, really loved e-commerce, and I did for a very, very, very long time, for 7 or 8 years, right? So naturally, I really enjoyed helping people with that. So it was a no-brainer. Why can't I help people with it? Mine came out by accident. Okay, I had people actually asking to pay me to teach them e-commerce, right? So it came by accident, but I really found a passion in helping others in e-commerce, right? So that's how my first business was born. My first true service-based, high-ticket service-based business was born. out of that, but it grew out of passion. And when I hit those road bumps, it was like a no-brainer. It wasn't a question of, you know, why is this happening to me, or how can I overcome this, right? It was just a question of, well, to me, it was just going to happen. Road bumps are going to come along the way, and it's really easy for me to get out of them because I had love. The foundation grew from passion, right? That's why all of these businesses that you start, all these businesses that you started probably haven't worked out for you, because they're not grown out of passion. They're just started because, oh, I just want freedom. It's what's popular. You can't do that. Okay, so how can you do this? Start by one of those 4 things that I mentioned. Okay, what your passion is, what you're good at, what you've got results in. There's a 4th one I can't remember, but it's got to be one of those 3 or 4 things. Okay, if you love what you do, if you're passionate about it, if you're good at it, if you've gotten results in something, right, that's a really good foundation of what you can offer. And that's the foundation of your business. Okay, so, and I've worked with a bunch of people in various different areas, right? IT experts, people who are good at YouTube, engineers, window washers, you name it. Right? And they're just people who are really good at what they do, but they are in the same position as you, where they've tried to start all these e-commerce businesses, they've tried to start these different online fads, and they just haven't worked. But really, what they have inside of them is the foundation of the business, right? It's the foundation of a business they can start that gives them freedom, okay? So when you're crafting out this high ticket offer, right, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what do you mean by high ticket, okay? High ticket, in my opinion, is something you can charge 2 to 10K plus for, right, per client. So let's give, I'm going to use Hesh as an example, the engineer again. So his offer is about $4,000. And when you think to yourself, well, who's going to pay this guy $4,000? He's just started a business. You got to think of the value exchange, okay? If you're positioning yourself as this expert, in his case, it's an engineer, and you're an entry-level engineer, and you've got a painful problem that is, in their case, hey, look, I'm an entry-level engineer. I really want to earn more and get to a better position. I want to be more involved in these engineering projects, but I don't know how to get there. Like, I can't learn this stuff from university. By the way, these guys are probably paid anywhere from like 40 to 80K plus at university to learn the basics of engineering. And then you relate that to someone they're just paying $4,000 who's had the experience, and they can learn that. That's their painful problem solved, okay? How do I further myself in my career? I can't really learn this at university, and I need real world experience, but how do I shortcut that? Instead of spending 3 to 5 years doing it, how can I learn it in 6 months? They go to Hesh, they pay him, sits down with them for whether it's 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, right? Runs them through everything that he knows, teaches them, hey, this is what you need to do. This is how to get hired for positions. This is what to say in the interview. This is what you need to do in projects. You know, this is what you need to learn in the engineering software. This is what you need to do for work. This is the scopes that you're going to be looking at. Everything they need to know, they can fast track that. Right, so it's really a no-brainer. Okay, I pay this guy $4,000. I put myself in a position where I can earn $30,000, $40,000 plus per year in a high position. I'm loving what I do in my engineering work. Like, that stuff just makes sense. And for Hesh, as a business owner, he's working with engineers. He's doing what he loves, and he has already started a business that is able to really gain him the freedom. Okay, it's not like he is spending hours and hours and hours per day. He doesn't have to worry about selling products. He doesn't have to worry about, you know, making $50 per unit sold, per item. He is working with clients, a couple of clients per month. They're paying him $4,000 each, right? He only needs, you do the math on that, he only needs, 2 to 3 clients, okay, to make what he makes at his normal job. So what's the goal of this video? This video is to show you to not follow the fads, not follow the popular business models, okay? Whether it's e-commerce or SMMA or whatever else people are blasting online, just be very cautious of who you listen to. And even more importantly, just be aware of why you're starting this business, okay? If you're starting a dropshipping business because you love selling products, you're like, look, I have this product that I want to sell. I'm just driven behind it. I just really believe in it. I know it's going to help a lot of people. I love the product itself. I love making stores. I love selling the products. Do that. Okay, do that business because you love it. If you're just starting dropshipping because you're thinking, well, I need to make some side hustle income and, you know, I don't know which one to start and I'm trying to start the one that's easiest for me and I'm just trying to find answers online and I don't know what to start, so I'll just start dropshipping because it seems like the quickest and easiest. Wrong way to go about it. That is just a one-way ticket to just failing every business that you see just because it's the one that you think is going to get you the richest, the quickest, right? It's just not how you start a business. Like, the fundamentals of business is not to get rich quick. It's not to just see what works the best, okay? The fundamentals of a business, the foundation is, what do you love? How do you help others? What are you good at? Okay, what can you excel in? And what the main one here is, what are you going to love enough to be able to push through the hard times and grow that business? That's the foundation. For me, I loved teaching people e-commerce. Well, that's one of the businesses I still do. I still teach people e-commerce, right? But my own e-commerce businesses, I just didn't love e-commerce as much as what I used to. I've been doing it for 7-8 years, and I just didn't want to sell products anymore. I love service-based stuff. I love helping business owners. I love helping aspiring business owners. That's not around e-commerce, right? So I started the second business called Freedom Founders Club. That's literally helps people how to do that. And if that's something you're interested in, by the way, if you're sick of all these different fads and you're sick of like chasing what's trendy, okay, have a chat with me. Just book a link down below, okay? You don't have to pay me for anything. It's just a discussion that I have with people, right? Because I work with people on how to do this, okay? And if you are interested in that, just book in a chat down below and we can have a chat about how that would work for you, okay? There's no pressure on that though. But I just love that idea, okay? I love helping business owners to start these businesses and grow them, right? People like Hesh, to be able to go from 0 to 40,000 in like 5 months. And that's cash collected, by the way, not 40,000 in revenue like you see on these Shopify sales dashboards, right? I just love it, okay? I love it. And it's a no-brainer for me. It's very easy to grow these businesses. So that's what I want you to just think about, okay? The best business to start in 2025 and beyond is the one that you're going to be able to push yourself to grow. When times get tough in business, and they always will, when you need to find the answer, what is my bottleneck? What do I need to do to overcome this obstacle? If your core values in your business is something you love, something you're good at, something you know how to help people with, something you're passionate about, it's going to become so much easier. Okay, don't start businesses just because it's just the fad and what's popular at the time. Start a business which has actual core values in it, right? For me, I love the high ticket. You could say high ticket service-based, high ticket coaching, high ticket consulting, right? Just a service-based business where you have a high ticket offer where you can get paid thousands, right, per client to do this. That is, in my opinion, one of the quickest ways. If you want to use that term, I hate that term, but it is one of the quickest businesses you can get up and running. But more importantly, it's a business that is started based off of freedom and based off of your passion, okay? I'm gonna have a lot more content coming out on this, just really to go minute on more of this stuff, like all the offer and marketing and really how to grow this kind of business. But that's my opinion, okay? There's no one single business model that is going to be the best or the quickest or what's going to make you the richest, the fastest. I really hate that shit, right? But in my opinion, start a business off of what you love. Don't start it because of what's trendy. Stop looking for these popular business models, because that's not the right way to think about it. If you're looking for popular, you mean something that is quick and it's going to work fast and going to make you money quick. It's just not how it works. A proper business is started with a good foundation, and that's based off of your passion, what you're good at, okay, and how you can help people, right? That's the foundation. So best business started in 2025. Have a look at a service-based business, in my opinion. Okay, I'm not saying it's the best for you. It's just what I have learned. And really, it's the business you can start that is revolved around your passion. Okay, that's all I'm going to say for this video. Again, if you want to have a chat about this, first link, one of the first links down below. If you have any questions about other stuff you want to see with this kind of business, just comment down below. But I'm really enjoying this content, by the way, and hope you guys have a good Christmas and New Year's. I'm going to have a lot more content coming out in 2025 around this stuff. But apart from that, hope you guys are having a wonderful day and night wherever you're watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.